Hello everyone, welcome to another video on pivot table. We have already learned how to create pivot table, how it is different from Excel table, and how we can analyze a big database using this pivot table in the last chapter. If you have not watched the video, you can click the I button or check the link at the description below. Today we are going to learn some small yet very useful functions inside the pivot table. Let's get into the Excel and try to learn those small functions. So the first function which we are going to learn today is the select, clear and move function. We have already discussed about this database. This is IMDb movie database. Now let's create a pivot table using the method which we have, that insert and pivot table, select from table or range, then we'll select a new worksheet. Okay, we will create the pivot table in a new worksheet, so just hit OK. Here pivot table is created. Now we need to put the fields in this pivot table to create a pivot table. Now let's create one pivot table. So let me take the first genre in the row field, and then I will put gross revenue in the value column, value field, value box, and then I will put color or black and white in the filter. Now we have created a sample, and I will also put the country in the filter. So this is a sample of a pivot table. Now we are not going to analyze the pivot table here. We are just trying to know some of the functions which we can use in the pivot table. The first function which we are going to learn today is the clear, move and select. These are the three functions which are very small, yet it is very handy and very useful. So first you click inside the pivot table, and then you will get this pivot table analyze menu in the menu bar. Then you click on the pivot table analyze. Then inside the action menu you will get these three: the clear, select and move pivot table. So what are the use of this clear, select and move pivot table, that we are going to learn now. So when you click the clear button, then you will see two options here. One is clear all and clear filters. When you click the clear all these fields will be clear from the pivot table, and the pivot table will be returned back to its default form. Let's select the clear all and see what it happens. Clear all. Now it has removed all the fields which we have put in this column, rows and filter boxes, and now the pivot table has come into its default form. Now you can create a brand new pivot table. Now let's see what is clear filter. When we say filters, there are two ticks: the filter box itself, this filter box itself, and then any filter applied to this. The filter box itself is also called filter, and applying of any filter to this filter box is also called filter. So in this case, clear filter is not going to remove the filter box, but the filter applied on it will be removed. So when I click the clear filter here, when I click the clear filters, it will remove the filters applied to this pivot table, but this filter box will still be there in the pivot table unless it is removed from this filter box. Now we haven't applied any filter here, so let's apply some filter here. Let's select the out of this and let's select black and white. Okay, and then let's also select another country. Let's click USA. So we have applied two filters here. One is black and white, one is USA. So when I click the clear filters, it will only remove this black and white in USA and reset to the all, but this filter box will still be there. If you want to remove this filter box, then you have to remove it from this filter box. And if you want to remove the applied filter, then you can click on clear filters. This is very useful because if you are applying multiple number of filters, and instead of going to each filter box like this and then remove this one and reset to all like this, and again you go here again click all like this, then it takes lots of time. So instead of doing that, we can simply select, like let me reset it to USA. Okay, and then I will select black and white. Then in this condition, instead of doing that steps, we can simply click here and then click on clear fields, and all filters applied to the pivot table will be removed and it will reset to the all. So that is very useful, and you can apply this whenever you need it. Now the another part is the select. Let's click here and then go to pivot table analyze and then select. Here when you click here, then you have the option levels and values, then it will select both. And if you want to select it values only, then it will select only values. And if you click on levels, then it will select only labels. It is as simple as that. You click here like this, you can select like this, or you can select like this, or if you want to select both, you can select both like this. So it is not of much use, but if you know, then it's better. That's why I'm just telling you that there is an option that you can select the separate fields or columns values like that. And the third part is the move pivot table. So move pivot table, by name itself, it means that we can move the pivot table from one place to another. So one way of doing is, like, if you are copying this one, copy, and then you can move it here like this. This is also another pivot table here. But if you copy only this part like this and then copy paste it here, it is not a pivot table. It is just a copy of data. It's a range of data. It is not a pivot table. So in order to ensure that if you are having a big pivot table and if you want to ensure that nothing is left out, then easy way is to select this one and then go to pivot table and then click on move pivot table. It will ask you to select the place where you want to move it. If you want to move to a new worksheet, then you can select new worksheet, or if you want to move to an existing worksheet, means same worksheet, then you can select existing worksheet and click your cursor at the place where you want to move. Suppose if I want to move this pivot table to the column M here, then I will simply click here and then click on OK. Then it will move here. Let's adjust the width, and this is how we can move. So moving the pivot table using this pivot table move function will ensure that no data is left out from the pivot table, because if anything is missed out, then that pivot table will not remain as a pivot table but as a range of data. So you can use for a safe moving of the pivot table using this move pivot table function. Now let's undo it. I will prefer to move to original location, so I will just move it here, okay, and then click it here. Next function which we are going to learn is refresh. Refresh is very important in pivot table, especially because say suppose we are having this huge database. Let's go to the last of the database, and this data source is not a table. So let's first convert this data source into table. So to convert any data range into table, you know what to do. You have to press Ctrl T, and then you will get this pop-up menu where you are being asked that what is the range of the table where you want to create. So it has already selected. I will just hit OK because my table is having the headers by itself. So I will check this one and then hit OK. Now it is a table. Let's go to the last cell here, and this Excel pivot table is based on this data source. So tomorrow if some new movie has been released and we want to add the data of that movie also, and then Excel should automatically, the pivot table will automatically calculate that thing. So let's copy this figure here and put it here, okay, and then let's expand it, and now let's put some figure in this table. So here I'm putting tomorrow will come, tomorrow won't come. This is an action movie, so I will put it as action, and then I will just put some random figure like 99999. This is a huge number, so if it is added to the action genre, then automatically the action figure should be increased by this number. So let's see if it is increased in the pivot table or not. So this is the actual figure which I have copied from here, but we have already added the data here, but still the gross revenue of the action movie has not been changed. See, this is the budget, right? The gross revenue. So we have put in the gross revenue. This is also gross revenue. It should have been increased by this figure. The total gross revenue of action genre should have been increased by this figure because we have already added here, but that is not happening in the pivot table. Why? We need to do the refresh. So first go to pivot table analyze and then click on refresh. Then it will automatically increase. Now it is 6854. Here it is 6754. Okay, let me again put some more figure like this, this much. Okay, this is a huge. Let's see if it is increased. No, but when you click refresh, it will increase. See, this is increase. Let's change the format into number format. This is general, so I will just put it to number format and remove the decimal points. Now it has increased. So unless we do the refresh, the figure in the pivot table, the value in the pivot table does not change. So you may think that this is a disadvantage. Yeah, it may be a disadvantage, but there is a good point. We also thought in the initial stage when we were learning about the pivot table, we also thought the same way which you are thinking right now. But there is a logic behind it. You know, the Excel is being used by everyone. Everyone who is having a computer is using the Excel table. So someone is having a high-end computer, someone is not having a high-end computer, simple mini laptop or mini desktop which is having less memory power, but everyone is using the Excel because Excel is compulsory for everyone. Everyone needs to learn Excel, MS Word if they are having a computer. Imagine if someone is having a computer, desktop or laptop of very low configuration and his memory is not that big, and then when Excel is creating a pivot table, it is doing a lots of calculation, because this calculation is being done within a fraction of seconds, milliseconds. So every time if Excel keeps calculating it automatically, then some of the computer may not bear the burden of it, the load of the memory, and it may crash his Excel, which Microsoft Excel may not want to do. That's why Microsoft Excel has put this thing under refresh option. Otherwise, whenever you do any simple calculation in the Excel, it automatically calculates, because in that calculation it involves only one or two cells, and that kind of calculation can be done easily with any configuration or any laptop or any desktop with any configuration, right? But if you are having a very big database, maybe around 1 GB database, and where you are doing the pivot table calculation, then it may needs a lot of memory to do these calculations. So those computer may not be able to bear it if it is done dynamically every time you change some data. That's why we need to do refresh option. When we do the refresh option, then only computer takes a load and do the calculation. That's why refresh option is very important in the pivot table. So whenever there is some changes in your source data of that pivot table and their figure is not being reflected, figure is not being changed, then you should realize that you have not pressed the refresh button or refresh function. So once you do the refresh function, then your calculation will be updated. So you don't worry that if a pivot table is not updating the data change in your source data, you only need to do the refresh. So every time you change anything in the source data, you only need to do refresh. Next, we are going to learn about the formatting, number formatting. Here, this is a general, it's not number format, it is general. If you want to change into number format, then you can go here and then click currency formatting. Then it will apply only for that cell. But if you do select it like all like this and then change the number, it will change into number like this. Or if you change to accounting currency, then it will change into currency. Or instead of that, if you can also do it, click inside this pivot table, just click any cell and then click on right click and then go to number format, okay, and click on number, and it will remove the decimal, and then it will change all the columns, all the whole column into number format. Or if you change to currency number format and then currency, it will change the entire column, right? But if you want to change a particular cell, particular row only, then you need to select format cell, not format number format. You go to format cell and then change this one into like if you want to change this into some kind of dollar, okay, Australian dollar, what is that, United States dollar, okay, and then also put two decimal points, then it will change only in that one. And the third one which we are going to learn is the conditional formatting. You might be thinking that conditional format cannot be applied in the pivot table. No, that is absolutely wrong. You can apply the conditional formatting in the pivot table also in the same way you do for in the normal tables. Let me insert one more values column here. So I am putting budget. Now I can insert the conditional formatting here. So simply select this row and then go to conditional format, and then you can do all the conditional formatting which you normally apply in any Excel table or any Excel cell. Okay, here I will just choose this one, like this color range, solid data bar, the color scale, I can do it like this, I can apply it. Okay, this is heat map in the form of that number of figures, so I can apply like this. Now if you want to apply only the heat map, or let's apply it or we can apply this conditional formatting like icon set, we can do like this, or we can do this one also, or we can do highlight the cell greater than, less than, between, or equal to. Okay, and then if we can do like this. So most of the conditional formatting we have applied already here. So let's see how many conditional formatting we have applied. We have already applied 3 conditional formattings, so we can delete it also, apply it. Okay, all have been removed. Now let's apply a fresh another one. Let me apply this data bar. Let me select this one and remove the figure. So to remove the figure, we will be going to manage conditional formatting and go to edit rule, and then here select show bar only. Then it will show only the bar, not the amount. Like this, it will show like this. So this is the budget, and this is the, or we can do one more gross revenue here like this, and then put it. Now I want to put this into a conditional formatting of data bar like this one, and then I will change this to only bars. So go to conditional formatting, edit rules, here select this show bar only, and then click OK, apply, and that's it. Now same figure is represented with the bar only. So this is one way of visualizing your data with a figure, and you can apply the same with the pivot table as well. The last one is sorting of the pivot table. So let's try to sort this one using the inbuilt function like A to Z. So it is sorting from A to Z. If we sort from Z to A, then it will start from Western to Action. This W is the first it is coming. But if you want to sort this data using this revenue figure, then how do you do it? Here we don't have any other option, only here Z to A, A to Z. Z to A and A to Z can be applied only with the text value, but this is number value. So number cannot be sorted using this Z to A or A to Z. So if you want to sort the pivot table based on the value, then what you need to do is go here and then click on more sort options. Then you click here, then you will get it this one. Either you want to sort descending or ascending, select accordingly, and then if you want to sort by budget, then you can sort by some revenue budget or some gross, some revenue, you select it, then it will select like this. So now it is being sorted based on the value of gross revenue. Again, if you want to sort this one using in descending format, then you can select descending Z to A, and then it will sort like this. Before we wind up this lecture, let's take a recap of what we have learned in today's video. First thing we have learned is the clear. This one, go to pivot table, and then you can have this clear all and clear filter, and select the entire pivot table like this, and then you can select the value, you can select the levels, and you can select only the levels like this, you can do it. And another one is move the pivot table to here like this. You can move the entire pivot table like this, or you can move it to other place. Move the pivot table here, I will move, so it is moving here like this. You can do it. Okay, and the last one is go here, and then we can clear the filter, clear the pivot table like this, or undo it. Then formatting, you can do number formatting, like if you want to format number, go to number format and click on number formatting, or currency formatting, you can do it like this, then it will change into currency formatting. And if you want to change of a particular cell only, then you click on format cells, not format number format. You can click here and then change this value to like this, 2 decimal. So you can put 2 decimal here. Okay, and third one is the conditional formatting. We will put another field here, budget, like this, and then I will put this into conditional formatting. So select the entire row, entire column, and then go to here and then apply a any of the conditional formatting which you have, and then you can go to the conditional formatting, do the manage edit, manage rules, then click on the formatting which you want to edit, go to edit, and if you want to show only bar, you select the bar and hit OK and then apply. It will only show this one. And the last one is sorting. So you can sort either by label or by value. If you want to sort by label, you can sort by A to Z like this, or Z to A. But if you want to sort by value, then you have to do from the more sort option. You don't have any other option because you don't have this filter button here. You have the filter button here, but you won't get the filter button in the value column. So what you need to do is you go here and then click on more sort option. Then from here you can select what you want to sort. Like I want to sort by gross revenue, like this, in descending or ascending order. So I am selecting in descending order, so it will sort it in this manner. Now the last one is clear everything. Then you can click here clear all, and it will clear all the fields applied in the pivot table, and it will bring the default form of the pivot table just like this. Hope you like this video, and if you think so, please hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you have not subscribed, and please keep sharing my video to your friends so that he can also learn the Excel together. Together we can grow, together we can change the world. And that's it for this lecture, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye bye.